Hey folks, so a little update on the FOBO bike system. I've had my FOBO bike for a little over 8 months, and as you see, the batteries in my sensors, this one, by the way, something to note, it shows the last time the sensor was read for me on the right tire was November 16th. These batteries are a pain in the neck. So even though mine from the manufacturer lasted 8 months, I went and bought some, and so that's why it says November 16th, and the stuff I got off the shelf lasted a month. So these are a pain in the neck. Shelf life, quality, blah, 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 blah. All right? So one of the ideas was, because I hate replacing batteries all the time, and these aren't cheap, really, was they now have these LIR 2032s. You can't read it. By the way, a stock battery is a CR 2032. I think you can read that. This you can't read. It's called an LIR 2032. It's a lithium-ion rechargeable, okay? Now, the problem is some devices can't use these. They're a little bit higher voltage. They charge to 4.2, and they're discharged at 3.2, 3.5 actually. When I measured this battery that came out of the sensor over here, it was at 3.4. So I'm not sure what the deal is there, but they say, hey, not all devices can use them. So I didn't know whether the FOBO bike system could. So I did buy on eBay, and I'll post at the end of this video the links. But the bottom line is just go on eBay, and I ordered a pack of 10 of these, which cost me all of, I think, $12 shipped. So I got 10 of them, and they're rechargeable, LIR 2032. Anyway, just to make sure, I charged one, and I'll go into charging in a minute. I charged one and put it in the sensor for the shocks since it's nighttime. I didn't want to get on my knees for the tires. I just wanted to see if it worked. After charging, I plugged it in. You see green light, or green battery indicator, and everything is working perfect. So I was telling people on Spider Lovers that I would show whether these rechargeables work in the FOBO bike system, and they do. I, at this point, would highly recommend them. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you some options. I made my own charger, which I will show you my little hacked version for now. I'll improve on it. But you can also buy the charger. If you get them from China, they're a heck of a lot cheaper. Just take longer to get here. Sorry, Donald Trump, it's just the way it is. If you order them locally, they cost a lot more, and that includes the charger. So whatever you want to do there. But the bottom line is, I have, in fact, proved that these rechargeable lithium-ion 2032s work in the FOBO bike system. That's what I'm going to go with. By the way, all kinds of other stuff uses these. My air pressure gauge, my alarm system remote, you name it. They all use these things, and they're always a pain in the neck because they always go dead. They never last a year or 2 years, they say, even in a watch. And on the FOBO bike system, the stock batteries lasted 8 months. So, just a tip. I recommend if you're going to run the FOBO bike system, getting these. And then when your sensors go in the red, like mine are, and this one's offline now, it's totally dead, you can recharge them and be ready to go the next day. Anyway, just a little confirmation from me. We're all good. So just to close, I've put in 4 rechargeable LIR 2032 batteries, and all sensors are reading green. We're looking good. By the way, this sensor here has already been in for 2-3 hours, no issue. So I think these are going to be the way to go for you guys that don't want to buy batteries every 4 to 8 months, whatever, how long they last. All right, so just closing. By the way, speaking of chargers, so I'm a nerd, okay? This charger board is called a TP404056, I believe. I'll post in the video at the end. Cost all of $1 something or $2 something, right? If you order from China. I also ordered a few other ones, but and you got to change a resistor, so you better be good at soldering. You basically pull off a surface mount and lower the charge current with a 33K ohm resistor. I'll post some links and some other video about that. But I mean, on the cheap, USB, and then I made just a quickie little holder for the cells just to make sure I could charge these and test them on the FOBO bike. So I will improve on this, put it in a nice little heat shrink box, and get a battery button cell holder and make my own charger. But this is my hack job. But for a couple of bucks, you can get a charger with full battery protection. Again, I'll post some links down below on my YouTube video about all this, but I'll also post them in the video. But and yeah, I had to change the resistor. I didn't have at home a very small 33K ohm resistor, so I dug one out of a box I had. I'll fix this all up. But I just want to say, if you want to make your own single cell battery charger, you can. Now, let me talk about the chargers that I will post in the link below and in the video. Some chargers say you have to charge 2 cells at a time. I don't like that. What if one cell's charged more than the other? So I did buy, and it hasn't arrived yet. It's coming from China. It'll be a few more days. I did buy a charger where it'll charge 1 or 2. So you can do that, and it's a black box. It's got a European plug, but the cells slip in. If you get the one where the cells pop in on the top, and it'll say, must charge 2 cells at once. Not good. So if you're going to buy these rechargeables, this is fairly new tech, and it's not around a lot. So if you're going to buy a charger, you can buy one. It'll come with an EU plug. I'll post a link below. But if you're a nerd like me and want to make your own charge board, which I'll clean this all up, get in a nice case, and go to the electronics store and buy a 2032 button cell battery holder and make a nice little USB charger. I can charge 1 cell at a time. So I just wanted to talk about that. Anyway, the bottom line is the rechargeable cells, I think, are going to be awesome for the FOBO bike. The heck with this buying these batteries, wondering if they're good, plugging them in, and lasting a month or two. The rechargeable is, I think, the way to go. All I'm going to close with is this. I will use the rechargeables for a while, see how long they last, and give you all feedback.